The perceived color and the physical color are different from one another. The perceived color is characterized by hue, saturation, and brightness. And the third of these parameters, the brightness, is the one that mostly depends on non-physical stimuli. What do I mean by that precisely? Well, all three of these parameters have both inputs from the physical stimulus and from the physiological response of the cones in our retina. But the brightness is the one that's most decoupled from the physical stimulus and is most subject to our interpretation of what the physical stimulus is. Let's see a striking demonstration in which I'm going to change the physical stimulus dramatically, but the perceived color brightness doesn't actually change all that much. So here we have a white light projector that's going through an orange filter. And what we see is an orange disc of light, bright orange. I stress that orange is a bright color. It's a high brightness color. And it's surrounded by a dark screen. If I now dim the projector by closing an iris in front of it so that the physical intensity of the color goes down by 50%, the brightness remains high, meaning that we still perceive that color as orange. I go down to 25% of the physical intensity and the perceived brightness remains high. The eye still, and the brain still thinks that this is a high brightness color, orange. However, this is a low brightness color if instead of having the dark screen surrounding this disc of orange, I actually switch on another projector that's going to make it bright all around it. I have an annulus of white light that's going to make the perceived color change to a low brightness orange, which is another word for brown. Low brightness orange or brown, high brightness orange or simply orange. Brown, orange, brown, orange. The same effect identically works also with the green filter. So if I have a full brightness green, 50% brightness green, 25% brightness green, I can see dark green when the surroundings are brighter, bright green when the surroundings are darker. The physical stimulus is not changing, the perceived color, or rather the perceived brightness component of the color changes depending on the surrounding color. Of course, I can do this identically with white. So I have white and gray and dark gray and black. And if I surround it, it's even more evident. So I have gray, bright gray, medium gray, dark gray, and black. And without the annulus, I'm going to do precisely the same intensities. There we go. So if I go bright gray, this is still kind of bright gray. Medium gray, much darker gray when the annulus is on. And dark gray, I'm down to 25% of the original intensity, is definitely a much darker gray now with the white annulus, and all the way down to black in both cases, of course.